It's the last day for my live for the YouTube research on the shorts, AI, and although I'm a trucker by day and night, I'm also a dad and a husband and a Christian and a professional grill master extraordinaire. And we had a little incident here a little bit ago. My twin son wanted to push his twin sister over in the car, which, by the way, there's two of, but for some reason, something clicked in his brain when he seen his sister get into that car that he had to go running over there and shove her over and push that car over with her in it. And she went flying and hit the ground, and thank God she wasn't hurt. A little shook up, but okay, no worse for the wear. And dad mode kicks in and says, "You're in trouble." And of course, that's my baby girl, but that's also my son. So instinctively, dad mode kicks in and I go over and grab him up. "You're going inside." So I grab him by his arm and escort him into the house and put him in timeout where he sits for a couple minutes. Not long, because what are you gonna do with the kid that's almost 3, not even 3 yet? So his attention span isn't that long. So right, the punishment's got to fit the crime, kind of, sort of, type of deal. And that was my thought. So I gave him a couple minutes to sit and think about what he'd done. And he knew he was in trouble. He didn't even put up a fight. He's like, "Okay, you got me." And he went pretty willingly, pretty gracefully. And I let a couple minutes go by, went back, I checked on his sister, and mom was out there too, my wife. So she picked her up and made sure she was okay, because man, he just took off running. And those little plastic cars that they wheel, they're like pedal cars, right? And really, I call them like I call them like the Fred Flintstone cars, because they don't have, these ones don't even have pedals. They wheel them with their feet. I'll show you. And that little deal right there. Man, they got a couple. Come on in, baby. Come in. Come on, there's one. And so, for some reason, when he seen her in that car, something clicked in his brain, and he said no. And he just took off running and shoved her in the whole car over. And she went flying. And thank God she was okay, because that could have turned out much worse, right? Dad mode kicks in. I snatch him up. I bring him in here, sit him down, give him a couple minutes to think about it. I come in and talk to him, say, "Hey, man, not cool. We could have you could have really hurt your sister right there." And for all intents and purposes, he was looking at me and listening, as much as a kid that's let's see, what it's towards the end of May. He's 31 months. Little over 31 months. He's born October 10th, both of them. Man, they grow up so fast, y'all. But here's what got me thinking about the imperfect trucker, right? Like, I'm 45. These kids were born when I was 42. Okay, Mike. One of them, right? We don't know which one yet, but one of them. So at 43, 42, Whatever, 2022, 42 years old. I had twins. Like, I got a daughter that's this year, she'll be 22. She'll be 22. 4 days before them, she'll be 22. And I started all the way over. And let me tell you, you think so? I don't know, bro. You might get some work over here. But I didn't have intention on starting over with kids. Kids are a lot of work, man. Let me tell you. And when you get two of them at a time, you think, okay, if I have two kids, it's going to be twice as much work as one. No, it's like 10 times as much work if you have two at a time. Is it out there? Okay. And let me tell you, there's no way to prepare for that. There's no way to prepare for that. But so fatherly instinct kicks in. I'm like, you can't just push your sister down like that. You got to go. You're going to timeout, all right? So I come in and tell him, hey, man, we can't do that. Like, daddy. I'm like, no, don't daddy me. Don't daddy me, dude, after you just did that to your sister. And, but at the same time, my heart's, I'm like, as soon as he says daddy, nah, these are real, bro. These are real. But, yeah. So, the dad part wants to, okay, chill out. You want one to come in. The dad part wants him to be good and not hurt his sister, and at the same time says, hey, you got to go in time out because you can't just be hurting your sister like that, bro, and getting away with it, right? We gotta chastise him. Bible tells us, spare the rod, spoil the child. So I snatch him up and I sit him down right here in his little chair, and he's got his little bottle and his little Paw Patrol thingamabobber blankie, whatever, and give him a couple minutes to think about it. I come back in and I talk to him, and he seems to pay attention. And a few more minutes go by, and then he comes to the door, and knocks on the patio door, the sliding glass door. So I say, you ready to come back out? And he says, yeah. And I asked his sister, I said, you ready for Bubby to come back out? Because when it first happened, I went out there and picked her up and held her and comforted her. I want to make sure she was okay. That's my baby. And she says, she does the Family Guy thing where the evil monkey in the closet. She's like, and points towards her brother. It's hilarious. I'm pretty sure they came into the future and stole that from her because she does it better